tragedy happened, and a lot of people were caught off guard. This is the reason why we want to host this seminar and to give people some ideas in terms of family trust and also the tax planning related for such this kind of tragic event. And anyway, I won't take too much time. I know there's going to be a lot of people join us. So Coach Mike, please go ahead.
All right, thank you, people. I know it's the time is tumultuous, so many things happening, so many news articles, coverage every day, something going on. I want to, before you see my slides, one book I want to recommend. This book, I think, is one of the best book I've seen for family trust. If you can see my screen, all right? Let me share my screen. So this book, oh, let me mute it. Hold on, let me change my video. All right, family trust. They have audio version. I think the one thing you can do is read the book. They have appendix, have 5-6 appendix. One is they have a standard family trust document language you can use. Second chapter is how to set up a DC, distribution committee. One chapter deal with the children with addiction problems, drinking drugs, because no matter how much you have, right, your trust doesn't set up well, the money will be ruined. And there are some other templates tools I want to use. Okay. One sentence I found for whole book, this sentence is good. This trust document is a document of love. The single most important reason for creating a trust is to make a gift that promotes the beneficiary to promote the beneficiary's true freedom. So the trust should enhance and enrich our children and grandchildren, not to ruin their life. So that's why I want to, the whole purpose is build the trust and build a compassion among family members, not vice versa. So I want to just give you this overarching sentence. And I really want to thank Katina and her family give me the edits for my slides. Again, we have been covering different topics in the past 5 months. Chinese American Parents Association, Baltimore County, asked me to do a whole year program. So this is our month 5. Every month we cover one topic. So far we did tax planning for low income people, right? Medicaid, different housing credits, and also number 4, Social Security benefits, and 401k. Today we specifically talk about the trust, given the fragility of life, climate change, Boeing's quality issues. We don't know, we come back or not, who knows, right? That's why we need this trust, especially when you see so many families breaking apart, the people's heart broken apart, the financials are also broken apart because there's no procedural playbook. And when things happen, we need a playbook. Okay, I wanted you to purchase these 2 books. On the left side, I just mentioned. The other side is a family bank strategy from David Phillips. Very simple book. Get from Amazon. I think these 2 books combined, work side by side, give you almost tax efficient tool for your family. Okay. Again, I'm an accountant. I'm not a lawyer, right? I only give you accounting advice, tax advice. If you want to design, especially complicated situations, special need, pets, guns, you have a situation you need to have a professional attorney do that for you. The other one is what? I'm not licensed securities or life insurance or annuity or real estate. If you want to buy this stuff, you need to talk with the licensed professionals, right? And everybody needs to understand the trust is very heavy text, so be very careful. If you read IRS tax rule, there are multiple documents in the code that said what? Choose this tax strategies give you the lowest tax. If you look at all these tax publications, IRS already tell you, you should design your family affairs tax matters to reduce tax liability in the most advantageous way and minimize the wordings everywhere. So paying tax blindly and without discretion is not right. During this Doge situation, you see how much money, taxpayers' money was wasted, right? You see that when Elon Musk reveal so many corruptions and abuse and waste. I don't want my money being used in nonsense. That's why codes tell us it's totally legal to minimize your tax burdens. If you don't do it, that's your fault. So that's why every family needs a tax accountant help you to think through. Okay. The reason I'm saying trust is heavily burdened because I'll give you this. This one document come from, I call it. If you see this 2025 tax sections for the trust, if your income from the trust is over $15,000, you're paying 37% federal tax. CDs, right? Securities, rental income, anything above 15K, you're paying the highest level. So this is more penalizing compared with the individual tax, because for 37 tax bracket, the family need at least $700,000 income. For trust, almost, first bracket you break through. This is only federal 37. If you live in California, New York, it will be another 10%. So you talk about 40%, 50% money gone. That's why trust is a good tool, but it's very tax heavy. Be very careful. Not every financial asset should be in a trust. So be selective. That's why I want to talk about this. Today we'll have 10 topics to discuss. The 10 topics is family trust and family will. What's the difference, right? And the key clauses in a trust, what do we need to know, need to avoid, and a family bank, family foundation, life insurance policies, and different things. I think I want to cover these 10 topics to the extent of my capacity. These are 10 things every adult child should have this. Okay, I want to ask somebody to read this. Deborah, can you read it for me? Deborah, can you read this 10 tools, documents the young people should have it?
Deborah Merritt, is that me?
Sure, please. Yeah.
Execute the medical power of attorney. Sign the last will and testament and revocable living trust. Sign the durable power of attorney of finances. Open a bank checking account for your trust. Open a brokerage account for your trust. Deed to your house to your trust. Deed your house to your trust. Designate beneficiary form to your trust. Designate successor owner to your trust. Use a financial and tax pro as a successor trustee. Purchase cash value life insurance policy while you have earned income.
Yeah, the number 10 is very important. Now with DC government, federal employee contractors, their jobs on the cutting block, you need a life insurance policy, do it now, because as soon as you lose income, most insurance companies will stop doing that because they don't know you have money to sustain your policies. That's why when you have income, maximize your home equity, maximize your life insurance. This is the best moment because you never know next job is far away or is imminent. We don't know, right? Be careful. The reason is all people have these documents. Sometimes said, do I need to spend $2,000? You don't have to. Guys, mute. I think the reason is use this legal depot. That's why I found if you have a simple trust, not many financial assets, you can use just online versions. Fine, just get started. I subscribe this $20 a year. They give you different, estate, real estate, financial business. So they have different sections. Today I'll only focus on the first drop-down list, which is power of attorney, living will, testament will, and child, healthcare directives. Why? Because when young people go to college, when they go to missionary trip, when they go skiing in somewhere, you never know. This kind of things is happening. I want to talk with Kevin. Kevin, my son, should be here. Kevin, are you there today? Kevin? I don't know where Kevin is. Let me see. I create this little thing for all my children, right? Do you see that? This one is sort of a lifesaver card. I laminated it. For instance, in case of life-threatening emergency, please contact the following. My durable power attorney for healthcare, which is August Revive, phone number, and my attorney for trust, which is whoever it is, and my financial trustee. So you have these three things. Why this is, if your child's adult, when he or she is in the medical emergency, legally, the court or the local hospital, they can do whatever they want because they are already major aged. But the parents should know the children's financial health situation in the most detailed way. So you should be the first person you need to know. That's why I created this thing, put into 3 places. You make 3 copies. One's in his wallet, second in the car, third is in the school dormitory or in the workspace. I think this is very important. I really want to talk with my son. He should be today. I don't know where. Yuan, do you know we already maxed out 100 people? Is that the case?
Yes, we have reached 100.
Oh, that's why my son is blocked out. Let me ask him. Hold on a second.
Oh,
Maybe he's not in.
yeah, I thought your account can admit more people.
Yo, it's class time?
Yeah. Okay. Can you share with the people the accident you had last week? What happened and what's the lesson learned? I've 100 people.
Do they hear me right now?
Yeah. Go ahead.
Yeah.
How you guys doing? I'm Kevin. I'm Mike's son. A week ago, last Tuesday, I was involved in a car accident. It happened on Lee Highway. It's a big it's an 8 lane road. So basically, I was just going in the left lane. A lady had a stop sign, didn't stop. She just went and turned left without seeing me into my lane. So her front of her car hit my driver's side. That caused me to, the island divider between the roads. When she hit me, it spun me, and I went over the island. And then I spun into oncoming traffic, and then for 2 or 3 times I spun eventually until the car finally stopped when I went up to the curb, and the car just died and stopped there. Luckily, there wasn't too many cars coming towards me, and because I was in oncoming traffic. If there was more cars, it would be a different story. I could have taken out people as well, or I could have died. But luckily, I'm good. The car doesn't drive, but I'm good. But yeah, it was definitely a scary experience for sure. Especially me just coming home. It was Friday. I mean, no, it was on Tuesday, but I was just coming home from school. It just happened like that, Anything can happen, so.
Could be worse.
Life is precious. Anything can happen to anyone.
So all right, can you mute? So my point is because we have this thing in Kevin's car, in case he's in the bad medical situation, I'm not around, mom's not around, then the police or somebody can open the car, find his wallet, and open this and call us because we'll be first person to respond instead of. Because some children have very serious allergy to certain medicine. Who knows, right? That's why this is super important. Save people's life. I know chance is very slim, but when it happens, all right. Thank you, Kevin. Love you. Be careful. All right. Oh, by the way, guys, if you have any good Fairfax County traffic attorneys, let us know. We need to pursue this, right?
Yeah. Thank you, guys.
Okay. Bye.
Take care, Kevin.
Yeah, bye. Thank you.
Yeah.
All right, I said it's happened like this, so be careful. I know, I cannot. So go back to this thing. Let me show you what I did for Kevin. I have 6 documents. You see, first one, advanced medical. Second is a power of attorney for finance, the living will and testament, railroad trust. So every document I created right after his birthday. His birthday is November 20th. So I just created and he print out, signed, notarized in the bank. For instance, for medical, this is also from that legal document. It only costs you $200. You should do it. You can use it multiple times. If you have 3 kids, you save 3. Everybody should have this. So this one, Kevin said, A5, this meditation, surgery, blood transfusion, whatever it is, I want to appoint Yu Qingding, which is mom, as agent on my behalf. If Yu Qingding is not available, and I call Mike Nee, which is the father. So that's just. This card have this sentence, have my phone number, my email address. That's why I get it. All right. And this is a power of attorney for finance. I name Mike Nee, CPA, as my agent in case. So meaning when things happen to Kevin, all his assets, bank account, cars, right, 401k, IRA go to different account. And same thing. This is every medium, high income people should consider a family foundation strategy. Here's what I do. In case Kevin's life is gone during this car accident, sorry, I have to say that, but all his money will donate to where? To the Smart Life Family Foundation. It's nonprofit, and it's our family foundation. The money will use to enhance the traffic pattern, protections, better education for youth driving, but so many things you can do, right? So this is the money flows to. Meaning the money will not go to the court or probate. The money go to a specific place, which is I designate, which will family control this. This is for the trust. Grantor is Mike Nee. This is meaning successor trustee, meaning parents have this right to decide where the money go. And how many people design the trust, but they forgot to fund the money into the trust. That's why in this document, I specifically tell whoever after our life, this is Schedule A. His Capital One account, his IRA account, his Schwab brokerage account, his education savings account, his LLC, everything come here. HSA, or so when things happen, the person know where account is. They can go to Capital One Bank, showing that certificate, showing the account number, showing he's a trustee, and the bank will release the money to you, and you bring deposit to the foundation, Smart Life Family Foundation. That's how the whole flows. I know 90% of the trust never have this. If you only have a shell, if you do not put the money into the trust, it's meaningless. All right, just don't think of a trust sign already. I'm safe. No, because you need to tell the next person behind your life where the money go to. Make their life easier. Instead of they open your chest, your safe, try to dig up every document. Have a list, right? Refresh every year. Clearly show the account number, even attach the most recent annual statement. When the person see that, they know what it look like, and they know how much money in it. Right? All right. This is the trifecta. Mark Kohler is the tax attorney. He has a 3-pronged approach. I use this for all my classes. The 3-prong meaning on the left side, active income. Your doctors, your lawyers, your plumbers. This is your active income, W-2 job, LLC. Your teaching music, whatever it is, on the left is all active income. The middle, portfolio income, right? Your investment compounding, 529, IRA, 401k, blah, blah, blah. On the right side, passive income, which is rental properties and life insurance, top life insurance. But everything flow to the trust. That's why when things happen to you, you need to have a trust. And in the trust document, you said, all these things go to my trust. And the things happen to me during this Dca regional airport thing, and all money go to the trust. Trust will allocate it to different people or different party, nonprofit, foundation, whatever it is. So this is best way to show people all the assets at the home. The home is a trust, and the trustee is a professional doing that for you. Okay, so take a picture of this. Okay, I want to specifically give you this idea. All right, there are so many bad happens in life. Look at this. I call it Kobe Bryant. Right? He had 3 daughters, and unfortunately, when 6 months before his death, he signed his trust document. But for some reason, he forgot to include his 3rd daughter into the trust. Now, $600 million assets, and people do not understand why the youngest daughter is not in the trust as a beneficiary. Is intentional or is it oversight? Nobody knows because Kobe is gone. You don't want this, okay? Now I want somebody to give me the idea. Let me see, Shu Li, what do you think? If you are an attorney or if you're a wise person, how do you rewrite this document to avoid this tragic oversight? What do you think, Shu Li?
I don't know. Get a new trust?
Yeah, I think the best way, don't write this way. You said, the beneficiary are all my children. Just the 1 sentence, 3 words,
Oh, okay.
all my children. That's it, right? In that case, everything inclusive, including adopted children, I know something. But this is reduce so many stress. I don't know how much money they have to hire a lawyer to go to the court to change the documents because nobody know. I'm sure this totally is it's innocent oversight, but it's very costly. And also turn the whole thing public. The family don't want the court to know how much money you have. Now you have to tell the court have people listen, suddenly your family business become transparent. You don't want that, right? All right. This is not a bad story. When Elvis Presley died, millions of dollars go to his own daughter, Lisa, but she has different issues. drug issues, addiction issues. By the time she died, 2023, not only she ruined all the wealth, but also she has a $16 million debt. This is tragedy. We think we shouldn't have this happen. When you have $1 million, you have 5 rentals. When you die, you cannot leave the money to the children when they are not ready. So have a professional guardrail, the guarding, make sure the money in a protected way. So this is I think somebody mentioned is, we have 60,000 billionaires in the American industrial age, but only 10% survive as a billionaire family. 90% are gone because you have this spendthrift children, grandchildren. Vanderbilt, one example, right? So this is real examples. We don't want that happen in our hard-earned money. And also, government takes 47%. Your children do some bad things, another divorce or legal litigations, the money just gone fast. So that's why be cautious about this. You don't want people get your money without any excuse. We just go Eagles, right? I think Katina here. Any Philadelphia people?
Yes, I'm here.
All right, so we are celebrating the birds, and I'm sure these guys after season, $1 million contract, endorsements, right? All the deals, but 80% of professionals, not only NFL, NBA, whatever, right, go broke. I really think NFL not only teach people to play smart, can they also hire the best financial advisors in the fiduciary and judiciary way to help them protect the wealth? It's heartbroken. Young people, 20-something, have a glorious sports life, but after that, go to the wrong party, sleep with the wrong lady, and go to Vegas, the money just ruined. I feel our children, if you really love sports, the best career is what? It's become a tax advisor for the athletes, because you guard the value, the wealth in the trust, in the responsible compounding tax efficient way, rather than they buy expensive cars, go to different hotels. All right, please. This is happening every year. No matter how rich you are, after a few years, money all gone. I don't know why these young people they think they are God, they can conquer the world. No, 80% just sleep on the street. I'm so sorry. All right. So this is Kevin. Okay, now I'm asking. Let me ask another person. Jack, can you? Is Jack here, Jack? Or Joe? Maybe Joe is better. Joe, can you read my last sentence? This is my 7 years before I did the trust. At that time, just after divorce. Joe, can you read my last sentence? Follow my death. Can you? Joe Rizzo, are you there? All right. I don't know whether people couldn't tell. Any volunteer? Can you read the sentence? Any volunteer?
Hey, Mike. Sorry, did you call on Joe? We were
Yeah.
muted, and so what do you
All
want
right.
me to read?
Can you read this paragraph B? Follow my death.
Follow my death. Upon my death, my trustee shall distribute the principal, including any real estate property and tangible personal property that I may own, and any undistributed income of the trust, including any asset distributable to my trustee from my will or other sources at my death, in shares of equal value to my son, Chris Nye, per hold on, that's not very clear.
Per survey.
Okay. And to my son, Kevin Ding Nai Ni per stripes. If upon my death there is no living beneficiary, my trustee shall distribute the principal and any undistributed income to the persons who would then be my distributees under the law of Virginia, then in effect, as I had then died without a will, unmarried, and owning the assets.
Yeah. So what's the problem for this sentence, guys? When I die, the money equally split among my children. Assume you have 4 children, everyone will get 25%. So what's the problem for this clause? But 99% trust document doing that way. You spend $2,000 for a lawyer, they give you this crap. They get it from the legal document, they never think. They just What if I have a child like Hunter Biden? Am I doing that? No, right?
Yeah.
What if my son Chris in the processing of divorce? Can I give $1 million to him after that? And suddenly the other half go to the other party, right? What about a child with special need? They cannot handle the money because they cannot even write check. So that's why so many things are dynamic. You cannot equally divide. Some children are more financial frugal than others. Some just want to enjoy the party. That's why you cannot split. This is wrong. The money should not go anywhere, should stay within the trust. The trust will have a family bank. The family bank decide where the money go to. So that's the whole point. So I'm not a tech savvy. Can anybody show me how to invite more people? Because my Zoom can handle more people. I don't know how to do that. Anybody know how to do it? Tell me. Because already overcapacitated, I think. If you guys know how to do it, let me know. Okay. All right, so I'm going to show what I do for my family bank. Okay. This is my, so I rewrote this. I said, this is crap. I spent $2,000, you can give me this. So I changed this document to, let me see, what's my document? I created, okay. I create this called a family bank charter. What I did is all the money will not go to my son or equally, go to family bank. The family bank, I specifically open a bank in the Wells Fargo. This is my bank. This is my trust. See, I have a checking account. I open that. I have the, usually my social. I don't need a tax ID. I just use my social security. So this is my bank, family bank. All the money, if I pass, go to here. So the mission statement for family bank is what? Help members, unify members, and build the love and build the trust, and provide well-being protection for generations. So you centralize this resource instead of dividing. So you protect it and preserve it rather than divide it and distrust and disappear. So we have every year, Alicia, Sasha, Chris, Kevin, Olga, we have a talk. We talk about how do we design our constitution. So this is give you some examples. Any grandchildren want to go to Harvard, we pay 100%. This money, not even on the FAFSA, not on the CSS, because the trust on this, college doesn't even know this. Okay. And if the children want to go to Christian school for private school, yes, we cover 80%. And we found every family, sub-family, nuclear families go to foreign travels 2 weeks a year, covered by the bank. And we encourage them to expose to the international world, cultures, languages. And you cannot repeat the same country. This year France, next year Iceland. You cannot do the same country again, all right? And youth can carry over next year. And we, family bank, cover all the estate planning. If anybody, I think Chris is a pilot, he's already get his flight manual ready, 340 pages. I said, if you publish, the bank will give you $50,000 as your award, or you can use that to do a boat tour, to do different things, and can set up your business. So book publishing. And we use the money to buy more life insurance for all the generations. Okay, so this the whole setting is, and everybody signed the contract. Okay, I have external. Danny CFP is he's in Northwest Mutual Insurance Company, and he used this to help me to manage the money, because all the family should have a trustee, meaning professional trustee, and also have a co-trustee, which is your spouse, Olga, whatever it is. Why is that? Because the professional trustee is the most impartial person in the whole family. He or she, is a professional, right? CFP, CFA, CPA, and he will not be affected by the family dynamics, emotions, and commotions. He just only allocate the money based on this constitution. If the money go to medical school, 100%. If your son, Kevin, want to buy a Lamborghini, sorry, you cannot do that, right? And you have a very clear, restrictive way to spend money, to distribute the money into a logical and responsible way, to preserve the wealth, to help the well-being of the next generation, rather than give the money they spend it in a free way. So that's why my point. I want to have another volunteer do some case studies. Anybody, Yuan, can you be the case study, or maybe Any volunteer? Raise your hand. You want to be a volunteer? I have 3 cases. All right. Yeah, let me give you the case study.
Okay.
There are. What's my case? All right, go ahead. John and Jane, 50s. Yeah.
Okay. First one, John and Jane are in the 50s. Both are W-2 earners, and they have 2 children, Jack 15 and Jenny 17.
So the question, the question is, what could the family do to protect themselves? That's my question. Before you answer the next one, yeah.
Okay.
What do you think? Should they have a trust?
Sure.
Yeah. Should they divide the money equally between Jack and Jane?
No.
Yeah, put in the trust. Yeah, and should we have Jane be a trustee or have a third party, more impartial, objective professional do it? What do you think?
Yeah, just like you said, have a prime and also a co-trustee.
Yeah, exactly. That's the best way because the co-trustee, the surviving spouse know the family, but the co-trustee can have a better way to cool down the emotions, make the most legitimate decision. Yeah. All right, number 2, please. Yeah.
Okay. 2 years later, Jenny is in college. She was involved in a bad friend campus party and was drug overdose. The ER does not know what her medical condition is before taking life-saving treatment. What
Do you
could
think that
family?
little piece helps? Right? Do you see this little piece?
Yeah, the life-saving card. Yeah.
Absolutely, absolutely. All right, number 3.
Okay, 3 years later, John was laid off by AI. Life insurance company refused to approve his life insurance because of lack of sustainable income.
Yeah. Before you're laid off by AI, get insurance. Before you're too old, too fragile, or too whatever, and get insurance. Yeah. Number 4.
Okay, Jack is now 20 and wants to go to missionary trip to Africa, where the health resource and safety are top concerns.
Yeah, we have people sent to missionary trip. Before you do that, have a trust set up, and make sure the money leaves to home. Have something clearly written, everybody agreed upon, and you have international travel insurance. Have all the things because you never know, right? Good things sometimes can turn ugly. All right, number 5.
Okay, 5 years later, Jack had a heart attack, critical illness. They are rushed. They are cash short to deal with medical costs.
This is not Jack John, this is the father. Yeah. So my point is, the life insurance companies is valuable because every family member in my family have multiple policies, right? We have policies have 3 riders: critical illness rider, terminal illness rider, and chronic. So you cover heart attack, paralysis, or even the what they call the terminal illness. So you can take money out from policy to cover all the expenses, and without paying tax because this is life insurance have tax-free treatment. And also you can use this money to hire medical professional to take care of you and become qualified expenses. That qualified expenses can reimburse by HSA, or you can use that to file your Schedule A medical deductions up to 7.5% AGI. So many things you can do. You can triple dipping this thing. Okay? So cash value in the riders are really lifesavers. Okay, thank you so much. All right, I'm going to move on to. Let's go to, let's say, pick another person. Ariana, are you there? Can you do this situation, Ariana?
Yeah, sure.
All right.
Can you guys hear me?
Yeah, go ahead.
Okay. Assume you are Joe Biden and you worry about how to leave your wealth behind to Hunter Biden, your only surviving son. Okay.
So you have TSP 401k. He wrote a book, Royalties.
Yeah.
He have bought a beach house in Delaware. So what should we do?
Okay. The beneficiary should be the trust.
Okay, because you don't trust him, right?
Good question.
I will say this really depends because this one should go to Hunter Biden. Because TSP 401k, all the retirement account, they have 10-year stretch rule. The 10-year stretch is meaning the beneficiary, which is the children, they can use this money up to 10 years. So can you imagine if you take only 4% based on your RMD and the money can continue to compound in the tax-deferred way or in the Roth account, even better. So Hunter should have this money for 10-year stretch, assuming he can stretch that long. If you go to the trust, you immediately lose that because the trust is not a natural person. So you lose these benefits. Everything suddenly becomes taxable. Taxable is what's percentage? 37%, because this 37% trust tax rate is so penalizing. So do not do it. 401k
So
money.
in your other page, you did have Roth 401k listed earlier on. So is Roth okay to
If
find in the
Roth
trust?
401k is good, but I don't know the states. Some states still charge you at Roth. I don't know, right? Depends. Be careful. Yeah. But really depends on which state is to stay to. But I think in general, I think Roth money can go stay the trust, and the traditional money go to children. You can split. Yes. Okay. How about the royalties? Do you think go to the trust or go to Hunter Biden?
I think that should go to the trust because that's going to be perpetual.
Yeah, because it's a cash. You don't need to pay. When the money go to cash, what do you do? He buy more the trust can buy more life insurance policies because life insurance is tax deferred, so it's a better way. Do not buy what they call the rental properties because rental produce income, you pay 37%. So the cash should go to buying more life insurance policies. This might get. How about rental property? Go to whom?
Rental property should go to Hunter.
Yeah.
That should go to trust.
Yeah, go to Hunter because you get a step-up basis. Hunter can sell it immediately, tax-free, and also wipe out all the accumulated depreciations. You don't need to worry about 25% depreciation recapture. So that's how the swap and the drop, guys. When you retire, have multiple rentals, do not sell that because you pay 15% capital gain and 5% state tax. That's already 20%, and 25% of depreciation recapture is not efficient. The best way is 1031 exchange, get a bigger house, more units. You claim yourself real estate professionals, and you deed all the house into the trust. And in the will, in the trust, in the will said, all my house will give to my children. And when I died, when both spouses died, children have these houses. They'll sell that, and they'll split the proceeds, and they can do their things. And that's the best way. So that's the most tax efficient way, called the swap and the drop. Okay, swap and drop. All right. How about number 4, life insurance, death benefits?
Okay, life insurance definitely should go in. The trust should be the beneficiary.
Go to the
Right.
trust. Yeah. No, it's
Yeah.
cash. Cash go to the trust, and the trust will use that to buy securities and to buy more life insurance policies. Now, because you are everybody tax savvy, let me ask, if I have, let's say Joe Biden leave the $3 million death benefits insurance, death benefits to the trust, what kind of assets should he buy? What do you think? Or put this way, you have Warren Buffett's Berkshire Hathaway stock, you have S&P 500 index, you have life insurance policies, and you have rental properties. So when the trustee, professional CPA, CFA, they have $3 million from Joe, what asset you should buy? Consider. I already told you the answer, Ariana. What do you think?
More life insurance?
Yeah. Buy life insurance for grandchildren, great-grandchildren. Every family member have at least 4 policies because that's the way the money's. Remember that life insurance policy, it's a tax deferred, right? You don't pay tax. You avoid that 37% tax. And that's also all the cash compounding it's within policy is also 7702. They also protected. When you need money, you take a loan out of it. Remember that? You take a loan never taxed because loan is not income. So that's the most tax efficient way is buy more policies, and the family bank own these policies, and when you need that, you borrow a loan against it. Why I want you to buy Warren Buffett stock, guys?
No dividend.
Yeah.
Yeah, no dividend.
No
S&P have 2% dividend. We have $3 million dividend. It's 60,000. You pay 37%. No efficient. That's why I think the best way is using Schwab. Okay, I think Schwab is probably, in my view, they have everything what I need. For instance, they have a trustee service. I think Ariana, thank you so much for refer that. You see, they charge a fee based on certain asset type. First $5 million, they charge 50 basis points, meaning $25,000. That's fine. But you buy stock. When you buy stock, you do what? Let me see. Where is my? All right. You open the family trust brokerage account called Mikey Nee Living Trust. You buy a Warren Buffett stock. When you need money, you do what? Number two, do you see that? Schwab is okay to use the stocks as a pledged assets to borrow a loan out of it. So that's why Schwab is probably one of the best one compared with the Vanguard. Vanguard doesn't have this. Fidelity have this. Probably I know they have this too, but this one, but Schwab have trust service and also pledged assets, give you one-stop shopping. You buy Warren Buffett stock when you need the money. When your son wants to go to a missionary trip, you can take money out, and you sell. Instead of selling stock, if you sell that, you pay the 37 tax rate. Do not sell that. You borrow against it. It's borrow money. It's not. It's a loan. It's not income. No tax. And he or she go to a missionary trip. When the next family member died after 10 years, use all the life insurance debt benefits, wipe out all the loans. One person died, wipe out all loans. You do that constantly, recycling yourself. You never pay tax or against until the Congress changed the law. But so far, you're fine. Okay. So pledged assets, always use a loan. Do not sell assets. Questions? Why not I show my son's policy? Probably people always talk, why I have so many policies? Let me take a look. I'm very proud of my policies. I show that to every class. Let's do Mass Mutual. Chris is a pilot. Okay. Now he's worried about his life. I said, never drive Boeing, fly Boeing. He's a pilot. He's going to commercial. And we bought 4 policies against his life, $4 million. This is one of them. I recommend only 4 or 5 life insurance policies: Mass Mutual, Northwestern Mutual, New York Life, and Guardian. That's 4. Probably maybe Penn Mutual too, Pennsylvania Mutual. Maybe this 4 or 5. All right. Here's the deal. Every year I put in $28,000 for my son, including the small whole life, $2,800 to buy a $500,000 life, buy a 1-year term, $1 million term, and the other $22,000 are cash. So right off the gate, I spend $28,000, but I have $24,000 cash I can borrow, and that benefit is $1.7 million. Assuming Chris died at age 60, for whatever reason he died, there are $6 million death benefits in the trust. And this money will go to whom? Go to our family bank. Because the insurance companies, you can designate the beneficiary not to Chris' son or Chris' wife. Nope, go to the trust. So family bank own the $6 million, buy more policies against his life, his wife, his children, and any other people. And the family bank, family trust own all the policies, and the beneficiary is also the trust. $6 million can use that to pay off all the loans, securities loans, other loans from life insurance policies. You can pay to grandchildren's 529, college education. If they want to set up a small business, give them a loan, family loan is absolutely good. So this is one way to do that. Okay, this is life insurance policy is, in my view, is probably the most tax efficient way. Look at how I designed my policy. So for instance, Guardian, I have 3 policies, right? One for myself, one for $9 million, one for Olga, one for Sasha. And why Sasha is more? Because her cost of insurance is cheaper. She's only 19. I'm like 55. Definitely, as a man, I'm more costly in the eyes of insurance companies. That's why I pay more. I get less. That's why young people do more insurance, because your body is precious. All right. If I die, $1.9 million go to whom? Do you see that? The beneficiary is Mike and Nee Rebel Living Trust. What I do with the trust, I use this trust. Remember, the trustee, which is the CPA, continue buying policies, paying premium for Olga's policy, for Chris' policy, for Sasha's policy, for Lisa's policy, for Kevin's policy. So my $1.9 million benefits can use that to continue fund the whole family's family tree. 100 years from now, all the family member died, we have $30 million in the family bank. The family bank continue buy policies for the grandchildren, great-grandchildren, but keep going on. And even the in-laws, whatever it is, your business partners, then this policy become bigger and bigger. That's how Rockefeller family, after 7 generations, that policy, I don't know how much, do you know? Anybody know Rockefeller family? The study shows after 7 generations, Rockefeller has $3.3 billion in the family bank. Nothing else, just life insurance policies, tax-free. Get more money, buy more policies, right? That's how you have 3 generations, the family already billionaire. And you don't need to worry about anything because all the families can go to the best school, can go to best vacation. And again, the trust only give them to enrichment and enhancement, not pleasure, not gambling, not drugs, not addictions. So the family bank has a very clear rule. We only use this in the good way to enhance your quality of life, not to ruin your life.
Hey, Mike,
Go ahead.
I have a question. It says irrevocable trust here.
Yeah, you should. When you die, definitely irrevocable. Exactly. So put the money. That's another point is put irrevocable for some situations because that's how you avoid the estate tax. I totally agree with that. But I have different views. But we can talk later. But look at this on the Vanderbilt. Totally different story. They used to be the richest guys on earth, but after 3 generations, the money all gone. The only thing left is Vanderbilt University. They donated $1 million, become one of the top universities in the US. But all the families, grandchildren ruined the money from discord, gambling, alcoholism, affairs, even tragedy of suicide. Can you see how bad the situation is? People, if we don't do this, our money will be ruined, will be wasted. We either pay tax to 47% to the government, they use that in a responsible way, or you give to your spendthrift children or their fancy, smancy girlfriends and it ruined again. So don't do it. Put money into the family bank. The bank controls everything. You have control, you have discretion, and you have compassion. The money will be perpetuation. Look at the policy design. This is my nationwide. For instance, I own the policy. I'm the owner for all the 4 kids policy, billions of dollars. But if I die, if nobody knows this, what I do? I create a successor owner, which is my trust, NE, right? So you can do different name. So I call it NIE, New Infinite Entity Rebel Trust. Meaning what? If I die, the contingent owner is the trust. The trustee is Danny Lee, is a CFA or CPA, whatever, CFP. And he will follow my rule. My rule is what? Buying more life insurance policies, continue funding policy for Chris, Kevin, Lisa, Sasha. So this is ownership. You have a second line defense. I'm the first line defense. Second line defense is trust. And beneficiary, 2 line defense. First line is my trust. Second line is my family foundation. Okay, everything has multiple line defense. Okay. You see that? I design everything in this way. When I die, you don't worry about the 4 kids come to my tomb fighting for money. You don't want that. Everybody agreed. They all signed. They signed this paper. Everybody agreed. That's why when Warren Buffett every year, remember he wrote this letter called a family letter. Every Thanksgiving, he'll give his shares to people, and he wrote his estate document. He go through his 2-page letter with his grandchildren, his children, paragraph by paragraph. So we don't hide our wealth. You transparent to children. Everybody, we have this much money. If I die, here our family bank will help you, all of you, to do the things, the good things, and everybody sign. That's why we have people sign. Every year we go through together. We meet our financial planner. We have lunch together. Dan and Lee, I know Dan and Lee talk with us on the virtually. And in that case, there's no discord. There's no distrust. There's no discussed. Everybody have pre-agreed upon clauses how we handle the money. You unified the family together instead of become dissipation or disappearance. Okay. All right. I think I'm done for the situation. Very heavy, but I think you guys get the gist of it. Carefully plan. When you have multiple assets, rental property, IRA, life insurance, decide where to go to. I hope you guys can. No one works for free. Thank you. All right. So talk with your trust attorney. If you don't use the online version, get started. Right? Pay $200. Get started. For every family member, get something, and that's called irrevocable. You can change. When you get more mature, have a better attorney look at it. But whenever attorney said, when you die, the money is split in family member, no, don't do that. Family go to the bank, family trust. Tell them to do this, okay? I think this chart, at the end of the day, this is probably the most important chart in my class, which is, I got it from this estate planning book. I showed to my tax clients multiple times. Okay, what I did is, you always watch the lifetime exclusion clauses from Congress. Right now it's $13 million. You and your wife both together, you can leave $26 million tax-free in the tax-free way to the. What if 10 years from now Congress changed? Everybody can leave only $1 million. Then suddenly you have $24 million is subject to 40% tax rate, 37 federal and 5% state. That's why you need a second line defense, which is your family foundation, right? So you always, every year you calculate your net wealth, your estate. Anything above the exclusion amount, you have a donate, set up your beneficiary to the family foundation. Okay? That's how you do that. In that case, and even donate whole life insurance policies to the foundation. That's why ILIT, irrevocable life insurance trust, is a good thing. But sometimes you don't need to worry about that. Let's say I have 20 policies. If I over this threshold, I'm paying legacy trust tax rate. What I do, I just donate 5 policies to my foundation. The ownership is not me anymore. Who is owned the Smart Life? My family foundation own the trust, own the insurance policies. So it's already automatically out of my ownership. So I don't need to pay tax anymore because I don't own this. My policy, my family foundation own this. So that's one way you can use that without using ILIT. The other way to avoid ILIT is, because I told the attorney ILIT is $25 per trust. It's expensive. And also you lose the flexibility. If you want to borrow a loan, you can't because it is irrevocable. You cannot touch. The best way is what? Before you see your days are ending, you're counting, you know it's nearing, you borrow a lot of cash from your life insurance policies. You cash out. You put the cash into family foundation, or you buy more policies and give it away. In that case, your debt benefits become smaller. By how much? By your loan amount. So the more you modulate, right, your debt benefits minus a loan become your net estate. Make sure your net estate below the lifetime exclusion. So that's another way. Borrow a loan, you start doing ILIT because you have more flexibility, or donate to family foundation outright. So that's another thing. All right, I think I'm done today. I know a lot of questions. Let me go through it together. Any documents? Yes, that legal depot have all the documents. California, 450 states is very good, because if you don't, again, if you have fancy things, I know some people have grandmom jewelry or have what do you call the 5 shotguns. You don't know, or you have pets, right? The pets is very interesting. Is how do you handle the pets after you're passing? You don't want them being sent to the hospital or to the animal shelter. You don't want that, right? You want somebody to do that. You have set up a trust, pet trust, right? Family trust, if you do it yourself, free, right? Just $199. Again, need some professional accountant to read the clauses. Make sure you decide where money go to where, right? I think your life insurance policies go to the trust, 401k go to children. Your rental property go to children. It depends on situation. Why put retirement account into the trust when the beneficiary already designated? No, I'm saying retirement funds. you don't go to children. Sorry, don't go to trust. Go to children directly. The bank account, yes, go to the trust, because when we have CDs, $3 million cash you give to children, they'll ruin that. I would rather keep to the trust. Family bank own that, buy more policies. I think that's okay. So okay, now I want to share the state. Not every state's equal. The worst state is Maryland, guys. If you want to die, crawl out of state, go to Delaware. Okay, Maryland is the worst state for retirement and the worst state for dying, because they charge you $16 million estate tax, 16%. Federal already 37, you another 16%, that's how much? It's 53%. Half of the money gone, bad. And also, if you want to ask your children to inherit the house, you pay 10% of inheritance tax. Can you imagine? They charge you left and right. So 16%, 10%, too much. Maryland, I hate Maryland. It's so bad. Yeah. Get out of the state, please. Okay, go to Delaware. Delaware is the best state. Okay. Well, Florida too hurricane. Texas too hot. And North Dakota too cold. So Delaware might be the best. Sorry. All good, right? Delaware?
No, don't.
Always laughing at me.
I'm staying here.
Yeah. All right. So this is a good trust to protect, preserve, powerful compounding, have a purpose, privacy, professional trustee, polite bankers, perpetuation, prudence. Much better than the left side. If you don't do it right, family will fight, distrust, delay, dispute, death, DUI, depression. There were so many bad things happen. So please, if you want to keep your family in a harmonious, peaceful way, follow this on the right side. Okay. What else? Can you talk more about tax policies? What do you mean? I don't get it. So life insurance is not taxable?
Is Virginia better than Maryland to die?
Yes, absolutely. It's better, but not the best. Delaware is best. That's why Biden is not dumb. Biden have the Delaware's residents. He's smart. Yes, the family foundation, not profit. That's the whole point. Because not profit, you don't pay tax. That's why this is your second line defense. Your first line is a trust, family bank. Second line is family foundation. You only control this, then you can use. That's why when we donate money to somebody go to mission trip, donate. When somebody wants to go to medical school, we make donation to the medical school, so they get a better chance. That's how rich people do, right? Donation. Where should the residents go to the trust? But in the will, specifically in the living will sell the children will get a house, so they can sell that. But the problem is all your collectibles in the trust. I think this is a situation, right? Special situations. You need to carefully think through your pet clause, your jewelries from grandparents, and your guns. I remember there's one story when the old lady carried 5 guns to the gun shop, the porn, what do you call the porn shop? Something like you can, what do you call it? Not the porn, but the pawn, right? P-A-W-N? Pawn.
Yeah,
Sorry.
pawn, P-A-W-N, pawn.
Yeah. So the lady said, guys, I have 5 guns and I want to sell it. How much is this? And she was arrested. The lady was arrested. Do you know why? You have no license. You carry your husband's gun. Don't do that. Set a trust. Ask your trustee carry this away. All right. Sorry, I used a bad joke. Oh God, forgive me. All right. So this way, CDs, we talk about that. Sunny, what the heck? People coming in last minute. Anything else? Any other questions? I kind of finished all the things. So the takeaway is a better plan. Have a plan. It's better than no plan. Right? Have something set up before your children go to overseas, go to exotic places. Not strange, exotic places. And when your children have serious medical problems or issues, pre-existing conditions, put yourself into the medical power of attorney, right? You can decide what medication to use, not doctor decide, because they decide based on your insurability, not based on the medical necessity. Always help the family members have a peace. If your children have a girlfriend, boyfriend on campus, put their name on first line because they know each other well. Probably Sasha should have Gabe as a first line, right?
Yes, Mike.
Yeah, Sasha should have Gabe as your medical person instead of you.
Mike, make the card.
I don't want Olga and I drive overnight in the snow like this to Washington Lee to take care of her. No, Gabe, you do it.
So you can be busy, make the card.
Yeah. So do that. What else?
Can you answer the last question?
If you live in Maryland, do you set a trust there? No, you can't, right? You have to based on. I think that's why people buy a house, buy a beach condo, change your driver license, and do there. Maybe it's better. Yeah. That's why people don't cheat on this. You have to move.
你好，Mike，向您请教一个问题。
讲。
这个我在 S Corporation LLC 名下有几个 property， 如果现在做 estate planning， 我们怎么做才能够step up the basis?
Okay, so the question is, if I have an S corp own all the rental properties, how to do splitting? So right off the gate, S corp own real estate is wrong. Okay, if I ask 10 tax attorneys, tax accountants, 9 will tell you is not efficient to use S corp because S corp is active income. Your rental property is passive. You suddenly expose your rental income, become FICA tax. You pay FICA, Social Security, Medicare, FUTA. You don't do that because this rental is passive. So S corp should not own rental property. It's wrong. I don't know who tell you this. It's not correct. Second is in LLC. You put LLC on the properties, and in the trust you said I have a list of LLCs. Each LLC own properties. And all my LLCs will be inherited by my children. So you make sure your children inherit all the LLCs, the houses, so they can sell that. But again, S corp shouldn't. You need to go get a better consult. Yeah. All right. Best book.
Yeah, that was a mistake done about 10 years ago. Now we realize it's wrong. If we plan to do the estate planning, but right now,
I think the best way is to follow the last. Terminate S corp, revert back to LLC to Schedule E. That's just to unwind everything. Yeah.
So do a termination of the LLC and distribute that to. Does that cause a tax event?
No, not tax event because your LLC is still filing tax. Yeah, that's fine. Come talk to me afterwards. Okay. Does good real estate attorney recommend Montgomery County? I don't know. Use your best judgment. I think all have a good attorney, right? All right, Christopher, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. All right, we'll talk to Olga. She knows somebody. All right. Best book resource to lead a family bank. I showed the books, right? Just you buy this book, David Phillips. This is the best book I recommend. Let me see. Where's my book? Where's my book? Yeah, this book. Yeah. Family bank strategy. Okay. No, I'm done. No more questions. Oh, there's one more coming. All right, that's 2 more. That's it. If any bank specific type account, you go to bank. Yeah, you just bring your trust document, notarized, and go to Wells Fargo. I love Wells Fargo. $500 setup, and I put a $501 just in it, so they don't charge a monthly fee. So you can set up, use your Social Security, set up a trust bank, and in that case, whatever happened to me, all my $1 million life insurance policies, I'll get my family get a check. My family will bring the check to where? To Wells Fargo and deposit into my bank. And suddenly my family bank has $6 million. Suddenly everybody is very happy. They start to see my son, hug my pictures, and then they can use this money to allocate it based on the family bank constitution. Yeah. All right, thank you guys. Appreciate your time. I know time is over. Next week we'll talk about backdoor Roth IRA. Shuli, right? Next month we'll do backdoor Roth for high income people. We'll talk about that. I think we're done for. I hope you guys learned something from me. Joe, Heidi, raise a hand. You like it?
Thank you.
Thank you.
Yeah,
Thank
very
you
heavy.
very
I know,
much.
but I
Thank
hope
you.
Yeah.
do something. Yeah, thank you, Shuli.
Thank you.
Thank you, Deborah.
Okay,
Yeah.
thank you.
Thank you, Coach Mike.
Yeah,
Bye-bye.
absolutely. God bless.
Bye.
Thanks.